Hey guys, JT here, and I am back for another video. This is an exciting one. A trick I learned recently. It's such a strange little thing, but I was watching a video on this, and I'm all about reprogramming the subconscious mind to program a new reality for yourselves. And I saw this doctor talking about this thing, and I was like, I'm gonna have to try that. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, this cool trick that I learned, absolutely amazing. I'm all about reprogramming your mind, right? And I've talked about before how to reprogram your subconscious. And the main primary way to do this is when your brain switches from alpha brainwaves into theta brainwaves. And the only time this happens is right before you're falling asleep and the first thing in the morning. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it in his book, Becoming the Supernatural. Great read. But essentially what's happening throughout your day, your 5% of your mind is in the conscious part of your mind, normally throughout the entire day. 95% of your mind makes up the subconscious mind, which is only shifted into right before bed and first thing in the morning. So if you want to reprogram your mind completely, you have to do it right before you go to bed and first thing in the morning. So in my book, The Manifestation Planner 2023 that's on Amazon, I talk about how to do visualization exercises right before you go to bed and first thing in the morning. And so I saw this doctor, and I always talk about how you can do affirmations in the mirror, and you look into your eye and tell yourself the things you want to hear. And one of the most powerful ones is to tell yourself that you love yourself, or I love you. And I did this for a long time, and it's the only affirmation to this day, I've been doing this for years, that I feel an overwhelming sense of joy. I can look in the mirror and say, I am confident, I am smart, I am funny, all these different things, right? But I never get this feeling like I don't know how to explain it, like a warmth comes over my body when I say, I love you, or I love myself. It's the only one. And when you look in the mirror and you say this to yourself, I really think that one specifically triggers something in your mind, and like I'll have a smile across my face every single time I do it, even if I'm in a bad mood. So that tells me that it definitely does work. I highly recommend you do that. If you want to completely change your life, look in the mirror every morning, lunchtime, dinner time, or before bed. Tell yourself that you love yourself 10 times. Absolutely life-changing. But then this doctor goes on to explain, he's like, all right, so I want you guys to start brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. This is the big secret. Brush your teeth with the opposite hand. Life-changing. It sounds so crazy. Sounds like mumbo jumbo, right? But I swear to God, it works. It works. I'm going to explain my thought process and why it works. But essentially what I think happens, so right before you go to bed and first thing in the morning, I notice it more first thing in the morning. As soon as you get out of bed, just go brush your teeth. Even if you normally brush your teeth after breakfast, just do it first thing in the morning. Because again, your brain is switching from theta into alpha, so you're primarily in your subconscious mind. And so when you switch hands, your whole entire life, your brain has been programmed to use this hand, right? So if you're in your subconscious programming first thing in the morning and you start switching to your left hand, what I think is happening is you are essentially telling your brain it is possible to change into anything that you want, to be anyone you want. Because you've been taught your whole entire life, your whole existence, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, however old you are, your whole life you've been using this hand. You've never used this hand. So I'm a righty, so that's why I keep pointing to my left, where if you're a lefty, it'll be your right. But what I think is happening is you're essentially telling yourself, like your subconscious mind, like you can shift your beliefs. You can change anything you want in your life about anything. And it's really strange because they say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. And I've done much research on this, and I have a habit book I wrote a long time ago as well. And it really does take about 3 weeks to make or break a habit. Sorry for clearing my throat so much. I just had COVID, if you didn't watch any of my previous videos last week. I'm completely over it, negative now, but I'm still like, oh, the phlegm, nasty. But where was I? Totally blanked out. But they say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. But I noticed this in one day of switching. And I really believe, like my brain analytically thinks, or like scientifically thinks, that it's just because you've been doing a program for so long. You're a righty or you're a lefty forever. And then you, out of the blue, just switch to something else. It's signaling to the brain all the neural pathways, everything that is like, let's do everything righty, is now like, okay, let's use the left. So like your brain's not used to it, so everything is rewiring. And it's like fast. It's not like 21 days like making or breaking a habit. It's like instantaneous. Like I'm noticing it, this is my third day of doing it, and I notice a difference in my overall day-to-day routine. I just feel like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like my brain is completely transforming itself, rewiring all the neural pathways. And it's such a strange thing. Just brush your teeth in the morning with your other hand. But it really does work. And sometimes it's the simplest things. You know, so many people are like, oh, I gotta find religion. I gotta go on a spiritual quest. I gotta take ayahuasca. I gotta do crazy plant medicines, this, all these things to rewire my brain or heal my inner child or deal with all my traumas. But really, you know, there's a lot of simple things. You know, I've never done ayahuasca. Back in the day, I used to do mushrooms and LSD and psychedelics when I was younger, in my early 20s. But I never, it was for tripping, like to get high. Now in my 30s, where I've gone on my spiritual journey, I haven't gone down the plant medicine route. I've done all of my inner healing from just my own brain and doing meditation and doing visualizations before bed and first thing in the morning. And so I know for a fact that they all do work. And I highly recommend you just try this. Just do it for a week. And it's crazy because it happens so fast. Another thing I added into it, just as a, I guess like an extra little push towards changing my subconscious programming, is I started washing my dishes with my left hand, which is so difficult. It's so difficult. Like the brushing of the teeth one, it's really not that bad. I don't know why. The brushing of the teeth is like easy, but washing dishes with the other hand, I can barely like hold the dish. Like I want to like drop it. I'm like, like I look like I have like a degenerative disease. I'm like, It's so difficult. I don't know why, but I'm thinking that it's just going to make the results come out faster. But again, we have to think the whole reason this is working is because you're doing it right before bed and in the morning, which is when you're switching into your subconscious mind because you're going from alpha brainwaves to theta. During the middle of the day, if you're washing dishes, you're going to be in your conscious mind. So to me, I don't know if it's going to help. It's just kind of my own test. But I think it would help in the sense of me making a recognized pattern of using my left hand more. So maybe in the habitual aspect, it'll make me think about using my left hand more. But again, like it's such a simple thing. Just try and brush your teeth with your left hand, and you'll notice, you'll feel way better. And so what I do is I compound that brushing with the left hand with the mirror affirmations of I love myself immediately after. So like I'll brush my teeth with my left hand, and I'll put down the toothbrush, and then I'll look in the mirror. I usually look into my right eye, and I'll just say the I love myself 10 times. And if you compound those together, you'll see the difference much, much faster. It's almost like instant peace. You know, it's like you're accepting yourself for all the traumas and flaws and all the bad things you've done in your life. Because when you can say you love yourself and you love all your flaws and all the things you've done wrong, you know, you're essentially saying that, you know, you are enough. You know, you are worthy. You don't have to seek validation. You don't have to find love from other people. When you have cultivated a love for yourself, what other people do to you, or if other people, like you get in a narcissistic relationship or a toxic relationship, and they love bomb you and then take it away and make you feel unworthy purposefully, it's not gonna matter, because you already have the love for yourself. So the validation from others is not gonna impact you as much. So I've noticed that with me, and the way I learned the I love you method was from a book called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It by Kamal something. I forget. I got it on Amazon a while ago, and he did the mirror affirmations. It's a great book. He went on a spiritual journey, he did the ayahuasca and all that stuff, but he talks about when he went through one of his hardest times in his life, he started looking in the mirror, saying he loved himself, and completely changed everything. So I highly, highly recommend that. I know this was kind of like all over the place a little bit, but doing the teeth brushing right before bed and first thing in the morning, and then doing the I love you in the mirror, absolutely life-changing. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can do visualization exercises, which I always recommend to my friends and my students. 30-second visualization clip of what you want in life or who you want to become right before you fall asleep. And the trick with that is, when you create this clip, let's just say you want to be a millionaire and have your dream spouse. For me, for a while, my 30-second clip in my head was me in Italy or like Greece, and I'd be on a yacht like off of the shore, and I'd be like jumping off the boat into this crystal clear blue water, and I'd go up in this cave, and it was like all like translucent blue and green, all these awesome colors. And I'd swim out and swim up to the beach, and I'd dry off, and a purple Lamborghini that I rented would be waiting for me. I'd get in that, and then I'd drive through Greece or Italy, and I'd go to the finest restaurant. And so that was my 30-second clip. And the trick with changing your subconscious programming to manifest the things you want in life is that you have to feel what it would feel like to have that now. And if you can feel what it would feel like to have that now, then you are manifesting from the universe that you already have it. And if you can feel like you already have it, it's going to come to you 10 times faster. So that's the trick. When you visualize before you go to bed or first thing in the morning or both, you have to feel what it would feel like. So like actually try and feel those feelings of being financially free, of being able to travel the world, of never having to worry about money, to have peace of mind. Feel those feelings, and then the universe will manifest itself 10 times faster into your life. That's the trick. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe, comment, let me know if you like these kind of videos. I'm all about the spiritual journey, manifestation, and helping as many people as possible. It completely changed my life when I went through a narcissistic relationship. I'm an empath, and I had someone pretty much steal my soul. And I'll talk more about narcissism and sociopath and narcopath and psychopath, covert narcissism, malignant, overt. I'll talk more about all that kind of stuff in future videos. But it really saved me when I lost my identity, and I had to, rewire my brain completely to love myself and to accept myself for who I am and feel worthy. These were all little things that I did, and it completely transformed from who I was and who was my identity, which was stolen from me, back into myself and into a better version of myself. So I highly recommend trying these tips, tactics, techniques to better your life, and you will not regret it. Okay guys, JT here, and enjoy the day. Go get a workout in, feel fit and healthy, eat healthy, be your best version of you, be authentically yourself. Later.